What's up, metalheads? It's your main man, Eddie Monster here, and we have another exciting edition of 5 Minutes or Less for all of you. That's right. For today, we are covering an album. When you think of legendary power metal bands, one band always comes to mind, besides Iron Maiden and various others. For me, it's always German power metal band Helloween. Especially if you love the Halloween season, they're the perfect band for it. Well, anyways, the band has a brand new album out called Giants and Monsters. It was just released as of the recording of this podcast. And it is the second album to feature the Pumpkins United lineup. Now, for those of you that are wondering, dude, what are you talking about? Pumpkins United? Well, a few years back, three vocalists, all certain eras of Helloween, all reunited. They all did a tour. Well, then they did an album, which was the self-titled a few years back, and that is the vocalist of Michael Kiske, Andy Darris, and then Kai Hansen, who's also lead guitar player. They reunited, and then they decided to create some music, and here they are. This is their 17th studio album. That's insane, 17 albums. And let me show you the album cover, actually, before I be any rude. Here it is, Giants and Monsters. It was designed by the great Eliran Kantor, who also did covers for bands like Testament and so many others. You can tell his style. You'll see it right in the album cover. First of all, if you're looking for very, typical, almost 80s style power metal, this is the album for you. There's a lot of tracks on here that have that classic power metal sounds. That tracks like We Can Be Gods, Savior of the World, Little Less, Little Too Much, which are good tracks. They're good tracks, but some of the tracks I like are the tracks that push the limits sonically, and those are tracks like Giants on the Run, which is the opening track. It's got great melodies between the three vocalists, and that's one of the things you'll have to get used to with a lot of the tracks is, some of them it'll be like, one will handle a line, the next one comes in, the next one comes in. A lot of times during the songs, they all harmonize, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me. And then one of my other favorites is it's the newest single that's actually out. It's called Universe, Gravity for Hearts. It's hard charging, in-your-face guitar riffs. It's a 7-minute epic. That's what I want out of a power metal track, is that right there. And then Hand of God just has a really cool groove to it, and it just happened to be one of my favorite tracks on the whole entire album is Hand of God. So there you go. I think it's an album if you're into power metal and you love Helloween especially, and you love the vocal styles of Hansen, Kiske, and Darris, then you're going to love this. Obviously, Andy Darris is an unsung hero. He kept Helloween alive after Kiske left, because remember, Kai Hansen left before that, and then it was Kiske that took off, and then Andy Darris had to carry the torch for many years before they all reunited to celebrate the Keeper of the Seven Keys albums, which is a cool fact for those of you that did not know that, right? But again, there's some tracks on here. One of the tracks I was not a fan of was Under the Moonlight. Not saying that there's anything wrong with it realistically, but it's just kind of meh for me. One track that I did like that at first I was kind of a little iffy on also was Into the Sun. It's starts off piano, vocals kind of ballady and stuff before it really takes off. But anyways, I think this is a cool album. Definitely one to check out. I'm going to give it a B+ for a final grade. You heard it here. Check it out. Giants and Monsters Helloween. Stay metal.